Hi, today is going to be kind of a lazy Saturday, so it is a good day to make a video about facial hair. Okay, so just to give y'all a little bit of information or kind of a background, everybody has facial hair. Everyone has, different amounts or different colors of facial hair, but it's something like South Asians will kind of see more of it, or just from what I've been able to see. Um, and because I have darker hair, you can tell that my facial hair will also be a little bit darker as well. It's never been something that really bothered me. When I was young, I would do like the cream or whatever that you would leave on for so long and then wash it off. But I hated it, and I would always get like it would burn my skin because I would leave it on too long or something. So I stopped doing that, and I really it didn't really make it didn't bother me. So um I would like pluck if I saw like a longer hair. I do have like a weird blonde hair that grows, but I would pluck and then never really worried about any of that. So when I moved to Dallas and I started doing my acne treatments, I also started doing laser hair removal just for areas that I had a little bit of hair growth. I don't think I needed to do it, but it was just, since I'm already here, since I'm already working my face, let's just go ahead and do all of it. So it worked. I think it worked okay. And I don't really have a ton of facial hair anymore. But one thing to know about laser is if you don't have hair growing in a certain area and you laser that area, it may stimulate hair growth. So I never had hair like here, but now I have a little bit of it because they lasered this area, so now I'll have a little bit of like fuzz here. Um, I did that for about probably like 12 sessions. No, I didn't do it like exactly 6 weeks apart or anything like that. Um, so it worked. When I started getting ready for the wedding as well, I did it again, and I only focused on the areas where I did see hair growth. So I would do like kind of part of my upper lip, my chin, um, like this area, or like above my eyebrows, but I didn't really focus on areas that didn't have hair growth because I didn't want to stimulate the hair follicles to grow again. Another thing is that most of my topical acne medication has some sort of like bleaching quality to it. So some of my areas there I might have hair, but it's kind of bleached so it doesn't stick out, and it doesn't bother me. So I only kind of will focus on areas now that I can see the hair. Um, so let's go ahead and talk about shaving. Okay, so when you've seen videos and you think about people shaving their face, you think about the razor that they use to shave your legs. Don't use that because it's big and your legs are, a bigger kind of surface area to use that kind of razor. But when you want to focus on hair growth on your face, you need to be able to pick specific spots and go slowly and go gently. So you're actually going to use something that looks like this. And this is like an eyebrow shaver or something. I don't remember the exact title for it, but I believe the brand is called Tingle. It's Tingle or Tinkle or something like that. You can find them on Amazon, and it's an eyebrow shaver. You can get them in like a kit of like 3 of these. So I definitely say get this. Don't use it with a razor. I mean, you've seen like the BuzzFeed videos of them putting shaving cream and stuff on, but you can't see what hair is under there. So you're really just shaving your whole face. Some people say that shaving your face will, like, it doesn't irritate their skin at all, makes their like a makeup lay better on their face. If you have skin like me where it's oily and acne prone, you don't want to do that, because you're really just making it easier for bacteria to get into your skin and cause another breakout. So don't do that. I have my mirror here. So with this, you're not really going to, you don't need to do your whole face. You can. I mean, if you don't have acne and if you don't think your skin is going to break out from something like this, I would say you could do your whole face. Because, I mean, you'll be able to see, like, if you have, like, peach fuzz or that kind of thing, this will take it off. But I only focus on dark hair. So when you use this, you are going to put it at an angle. So let me show you my hand. You're going to put it at, like, an angle and just, like, sweep down. You never want to feel like it's hurting, and you don't want to feel like it's scratching. You shouldn't really be able to feel much at all. It should just feel like it's like kind of like sloughing off hair, but not really. You don't want to hear the scratching sound. Well, another thing before you start with a razor is that you want to make sure your face is completely clean. So you just washed it, and you want it to be dry. You don't want it to have water on it. If it starts feeling like it's irritating or scratchy, you can use an oil of some sort. I wouldn't use a lot, maybe just like 2 or 3 drops, just to make your skin a little bit softer and easier to glide. So if you have like a facial oil, like a cleansing oil or some sort of facial oil, you could use that and just kind of soften up your skin to do it. I'm not going to do that unless it gets dry, and because I'm only focusing on certain areas that are kind of an oily area, I don't want to put more oil into that area. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do it. So what I'll do is I'll kind of stretch the skin out, and I'll look and see like what areas I may have a little bit of hair. I'll stretch it out and just kind of go across your jawline. And I don't know if you're seeing the little hair. It doesn't look like hair. It looks like fuzz, because it is fuzz, really. And it's just interesting to see it come off. See, I don't really go above my jawline. It's really just down here that I have a little bit darker hair. Okay, I'm trying not to get my hand in front of the camera, but I do need to stretch it out this way. It's harder not to be, you hear that scratching sound, it's harder not to be scratchier here because it's just a weird shape, but
just work with like which direction seems most natural, but I have a little bit of hair in my chin, so I'll pull out like this.
and I am using a magnifying mirror. You can see the hairs. Just so I can like kind of see up close. It's easier for me to do this side because I'm right-handed, but this side's a little bit more challenging for me. That looks done. Okay, so I did my jawline. I have like a little bit of tiny little hairs here, but they're blonde, and my mouth tends to get dry in the corners and underneath, so I'm not gonna worry about that area. And I have a couple of hairs like on the side, so I'll do that for you too. Okay, and I don't know if you've ever done like threading or waxing. You may have done this. you just kind of put your tongue on the area of the mouth that you want to focus on. Oh, always make sure that these are clean ahead of time too. I'll kind of just wipe it down with an alcohol wipe, but you just want to clean it before and after you use it. Okay, so once you finish, especially if you have oily skin or acne prone skin like mine, wash your face again. Wash it 3 times. If it starts to feel like tingly, maybe because you've kind of opened your pores into that area. So wash it a couple of times. And then if you do have acne medication, like put it on as soon as that happens. If not, you may want to use like a steroid cream, like cortisone or something, to make it like not be itchy, and it'll kind of keep your face from being inflamed in that area. Some people, that it doesn't irritate their skin at all. Mine, it does. It does a lot. So like if I do this, I will try not to wear makeup that day. I'm going to go ahead and just do a toner for now, but I am going to wash my face after. And if you feel like there may be like some bumps in the area, I have this face mask that I'll spot treat with, and it has salicylic acid in it, which is good for acne prone skin. So if I feel like there may be a couple of like areas that I feel acne popping up, I'll put this on it immediately, especially when you had just done this. You've kind of made a space for this to fit in quite nicely and kill the bacteria immediately. But don't put this on for very long. It says 5 to 10 minutes. I would say with like 2 to 3 minutes, because your skin is now more vulnerable to burning. So like 2 to 3 minutes if you're gonna do it. This one's like pasty, so I'll just go like kind of. I don't want to layer it on too thick. But just to like refresh your skin and make sure that it doesn't break out. I know this looks so silly. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to do some stuff that I've learned from, but it's kind of, there's an embarrassment factor, I think. And I know a lot of women don't really talk about facial hair. Okay, so I literally am gonna, as soon as this dries, I'm gonna wash it off and clean my face again. Keep your fit, don't like put lotion right on top of it, but do put some moisturizer on later in the day. Okay, I hope this helped. I'll have more videos like this. Let me know if y'all have any questions or comments, and I'll try to do it again. Thank you.